To me, fair friend, you never can be old. For as you were, when first your eye I eyed, such seems your beauty still. 3 winters cold have from the forest shook 3 summers' pride. 3 beauteous springs to yellow autumn turned in process of the seasons have I seen. 3 April perfumes and 3 hot Junes burned since first I saw you fresh, which yet are green.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it that suffered.
Okay, this is Sonnet 71 by William Shakespeare.
I'm going to be reading Sonnet 104.
Love's Labours Lost. Act 4, Scene 1.
From Othello, Act 3, Scene 3.
This is from Titus Andronicus, Act 5, Scene 1.
As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7.
Sonnet 11.
Sonnet 16 by William Shakespeare.
Tempest, Act 4, Scene 1, lines 148 to 158.
From Macbeth, Act 1, Scene 5.
This is from Othello, Act 4, Scene 3.
Act 1, Scene 1 of the 12th Night by Shakespeare.
As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
His acts being 7 ages. At first the inn
Says this: I, that I had not done 1,000 more. Even now I curse the day, and yet, I think, few come within the compass of my curse, wherein I did not some notorious ill, as kill a man or else devise his death.
I think it is their husbands' faults if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraints upon us. Or say they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have gals, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour, as husbands have.
Love's not times full, though rosy lips and cheeks, within his blending sickles and compass come, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man's ever loved.
Lust is perjured, murderous, bloody, full of shame, savage, extreme, rude, cruel, not to trust, enjoyed no sooner but despised straight, past reason hunted and no sooner had, past reason hated as a swallowed bait, on purpose laid to make the taker mad. Madam,
with it makes me a man, a coward. A man cannot steal, but it accuses him. A man cannot swear, but it checks him. A man cannot lie with his neighbor's wife, but it detects him.
'Tis a blushing shame, fact spirit, that mutinies in a man's bosom. It fills a man full of obstacles. It made me once restore a purse of gold that, by chance, I found. It beggars any man that keeps it. It is turned out of towns and cities for dangerous things.
Love is not love which alters when it is alteration finds, or
bends with the remover to removed. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks.
No longer mourn for me when I am dead. Then you shall hear the surly sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled from this vile world with vilest worms to dwell. Nay, if you read this line, remember not the hand that writ it.
And this our life exempt from public haunt finds tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything.
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood.
The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend moral thoughts, and sex me here, and fill me from the crowns to the toe-top full of divers cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, and no consumptuous visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effort in it.
For she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt, when I doubt prove, and on the proof there is no more but this. away at once with love or jealousy.
It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other word, would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo
confines with the monarch's voice cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by oppressing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache, and the thousand natural shots that flesh is heir to. 'Tis consternation devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in the sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. Kinda not the noblest way to end your suffering.
That they're willing to compromise their character. Blessed makes a person murderous, violent, blameworthy, and not to be trusted.
And he basically enters a second childhood because he has no teeth, he has no...
And how time creeps up and steals away beauty, and how his eyes have deceived him.
He has psychological disorders and anxiety, and in a way gets jealous of Bankyo. He wishes that he can do things the way Bankyo can do.
Love makes you do and want things that rationally you wouldn't want.
It's trying to define what love is and what it isn't.
A spirit that lives within someone.
She wants to be stronger. She doesn't want to feel the remorse.
Something he didn't know beauty until he met her.
But he mostly gives up what he think it should be.
Rich people, like the ones who can influence people easily, as portrayed in the poem when it says, featured like him with friends possessed, and not
Gives the reader or listener the idea that life is worth fearing, and there are things to fear in life, and
the true meaning is found in isn't found in one's waking hour, but it's actually found in rather in someone's sleep.
I think it shows that Juliet really doesn't know Romeo. He's
like he can put blame on her, or he can not trust her.
This play, well, the scene talks about life.
Devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in the sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life.